Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind the Country Chic Cottage. So I have on this YouTube channel, I've reviewed the eufyMake E1 UV printer. I've also made some projects with it. I've also used the flexible white ink before. In this video, I want to show you how you can use the flexible white ink with the eufyMake UV printer to do gold foiling. Yes, I said gold foiling, and I'm specifically doing gold today, but they also make silver foil, so you can do different colors depending on the foil color that you purchase. I'm going to do all gold because I'm kind of obsessed with it. Seriously obsessed with the projects that you can make with this. So we're going to do several different projects. I'm going to walk you through the steps, the foiling process steps. I learned quite a bit along the way, and I hope this video helps you so you can do it right the very first time. So first of all, what do you need to do these projects? You are going to need the eufyMake E1 printer, and this is a UV printer, so it prints with a special ink, uses a UV process to cure it. It is a very special printer. You'll also need the flexible white ink from eufyMake, not the regular white ink. It is important to have the flexible white ink so that your gold foil sticks. Then you also need the foil itself. Like I said, I'm going to use the gold, but you can get a variety of colors. Pick the color that matches the particular project that you're going to do. And then for a majority of these projects, I am going to use the eufyMake Laminator to apply the foil, but I am going to show you that the EasyPress Mini would also work to apply this foil. So don't think that you have to have the Laminator. Then you just need the files that you are going to print. So I'm going to do a variety of files and sort of show you a variety of projects that you can make with this, because the eufyMake printer will print on a wide variety of surfaces. So I am going to test this on paper. I'm going to test it on a leather patch. I'm going to test it on acrylic and then a ceramic magnet. So some of those projects are thin. We're going to run through the laminator, but I'm going to do a thicker ceramic magnet so you can see what the process is if you either have something that's too thick to run through the laminator or an odd shape, or if you don't have the laminator at all and want to use the EasyPress Mini. So we are going to go through that process as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the design portion of this. Now, the first two projects that we're going to make are one color designs, and the process is going to be the same for both of these. Then we will jump into the process for if you want like a color and then gold. We're going to jump into that process later in this video. So let's tackle the simple projects first. So if you have a design and you want to do all one color, how would you do it? So I'm using eufyMake Studio, which is the program that you will use to operate your printer. I'm going to go ahead and upload my file. So you're going to go ahead and click upload and then upload the file. And remember that these are all simple one color designs for this first portion of this video. Now I did find it was a bit simpler with something that had already had the background removed. So I went ahead and removed the background from any files before uploading them. Then go ahead and place whatever you're going to print on into the eufyMake printer onto the bed. So here I'm using just a piece of paper cut to size. You could cut this paper to shape, you could cut a card. This could be a variety of ideas, but right now we just want to test if this works on paper. Then we're gonna go ahead and take a snapshot of that paper in the printer so that it shows up on our screen. And then we can resize the design to fit the paper. Now this design did hang off on my paper a little bit, so I went back to the printer and added masking tape on both the top and the bottom of that paper, just so that when it prints, that extra ink won't get on my mat and ruin my mat. Then we're going to go ahead and pick the file, and this is where the settings for the foiling come in. So I do have my material set to cardboard, but for the file itself, we're going to go ahead and set that to flat raised, and then we'll set the ink mode to white foil stamping. And I went ahead and set my foiling to gold. This is basically just for the visual of the image. So you can check on the image and make sure it looks exactly how you want it to. I like my thickness at 0.50 millimeters. You can go up slightly thicker than this. I don't think that's necessary, but I liked it a little bit thicker than the minimum. I got a better foiling result. Now, if you do not have the flexible white ink cartridge installed, you do want to go ahead and insert that at this time. If you are changing from regular white ink to the flexible white ink, you will need to go ahead and inject that flexible white ink into your printer. Once that is done, you can go ahead and click print, and this will print onto the paper with the eufyMake printer. So once I hit print, the estimated time was over 30 minutes, and then the estimated ink volume was about 0.37 milliliters. So you can use that to determine how much these foil prints are going to cost you, because it does use quite a bit of white ink. I did want to note here that the estimated time seem to be way off, and hopefully they will fix that in the future. But this one only took about 16 to 18 minutes to print versus the 31 minutes that's stated. So what the printer is doing is laying down layers of white ink and layering it up to that thickness, and it's curing each of the layers as it goes along. Once it's done printing, you can go ahead and remove the paper from the printer, and you can see how the white ink looks and how it's raised off of the surface. That is exactly what we want it to do. You may also notice that to touch, the flexible white ink is a bit sticky or a bit tacky. That is okay as well. That's actually going to help with the foil adhesion, so don't worry about that. Then once that's done printing, you have a card with white ink on it. Now we need to add the foil. So we are going to head to the laminator. So first of all, you will need to add the roll of gold laminate to your laminator if it's not already installed. To do that, go ahead and lift the lid, remove whatever roll that you have in there. There's an inner piece that you need to remove, and then there is a switch that you'll need to flip to go ahead and open up the rollers, and that allows you to remove whatever film is inside. Then the ends that are on that roll, you'll go ahead and remove those, add those to the roll of foiling, then close that switch that closes the rollers, add that internal piece back to the inside, go ahead and drop your roll inside, make sure it is rolled the correct way, then pull a piece out, close the lid, and there's a white piece that comes with the laminator, and you use that to go ahead and feed the foil inside. Once you've fed that foil, it is ready to go. You will need to preheat this laminator, so I recommend going ahead and hitting the heating button and preheating the laminator until it's heated up. The light will turn green on the laminator when it's heated up and ready to go. Now I did want to stop here and say that sometimes I had issues with the laminator sort of seeing what I was putting in there because it's sort of an auto feed laminator, or it's supposed to be. So when you stick something in there, it's supposed to automatically feed in. So what I did a lot of times is I used that white piece to go ahead and get the laminator started, and then it would absolutely feed through the card. So you can do that a couple different ways. So you can put the white piece through first and then put the card behind it so that both feed through. Now I found that this has way more waste than it's supposed to. First of all, the entire process with the laminator has quite a bit of waste. This definitely had more waste than the other options that I discovered. But it did work. So I was able to feed that card through, and then it came out the back, and then I peeled the foil back. Then I had a gorgeous foil design on that card. Seriously, this was so good, and I loved the way it turned out. I went ahead and repeated all of those same steps, but this time I printed on a round leather patch. And then I ran that patch through the laminator. This time I set the patch on top of the white piece, and it absolutely worked fine. So this is another way to do this where you won't waste quite as much foil. Now it's going to waste a lot less foil if you printed several patches or several cards and put them all through the laminator at one time. I did not do that for this video, but I probably would do that in the future. Once I ran that patch through the laminator, pulled it off, pulled that foil off, and it's absolutely stunning. I was so impressed with the way this patch turned out. So here's another close-up of that card and just how great it looks. So I did want to note that because this ink is flexible, you can bend this and the ink is going to be fine. This is so great for wedding invitations, thank you cards, obviously, and so much more. So this definitely does work on paper. And then I also tested it on a faux leather patch just to show that you could do this on patches. And now I can take this patch and apply it to whatever surface I would like. And again, because that ink is flexible, you don't get any cracking, you don't get any release from the surface. It looks so good. So if you're into patches, this is definitely a great way to make a foiled patch. All right, so this process has worked great for these single color designs, but I wanted more. I wanted more out of this printer. I wanted more out of this foiling process. I wanted to push it to the limit. Could I do, a color print with some foil accents? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Now, the design portion is slightly different, and it's going to take a little more effort on the design end. However, the results, you all, seriously, they're so good. So let's take a look at doing a color layer with a white foil layer. So again, we're gonna start out by importing a file. Now, I found that an SVG file worked best for this. That is because the file comes in layers. So I'm using an SVG file. And then this particular SVG file came in a ton of layers. So I am going to kind of separate this out into the layers that I particularly want. So we are going to ungroup the SVG, and this makes each layer an individual element. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the words. So the words is what I want foiled. So I went ahead and picked the words, grouped those together, moved those off to the side. Then all the other elements I want to be printed. However, they need to be resized to fit what I'm going to put them on. So I'm going to put this on a piece of acrylic. So I went ahead and added that acrylic to the eufyMake, did a snapshot. Then I took those remaining layers and added them over the top of that acrylic. So I moved them around and resized them to where they worked on the acrylic. Then I can go ahead and merge the layers that I want printed as color. And then I merged the layers that I want printed with the foiling. For the layers that I want printed with color, I will note here that you have to do those in CMYK. So if I'm going to print this at the same time, the background layers have to be in CMYK. Then the Sweet Summertime, in this case, will be the flat raised. And I'll go ahead and pick the ink mode of white foil stamping. So similar to what we did with the single color design. Just to note here that the color layer must be in the back. So you must send that to the back. So it has to do the CMYK layer first. It will print that, and then it will print that white foil stamping layer on top. Now I did want to note here that I did this on acrylic and it did work. However, because I printed that background layer just in CMYK and this was clear acrylic, you can see through the ink on that background layer. What I could have done is printed on the back first, CMYK first, then white, and then that would have shown through to the front and been a more opaque appearance. I do still like the way this project turned out, but I did want to note that here. So you could print separately to the object with like white CMYK or CMYK then white, and then go back in and print the gold on top. But if you want it to print all at once, then you have to do this just CMYK for that first layer, and then you can do the white foil stamping on top. So I just wanted to note that I could have made this a different way and I would have got a different result. Do I like the way it turned out? Absolutely. However, I could have done it a different way and got a different result. And I'm also going to print on a white ceramic magnet, and because it is white, the just CMYK printing didn't really bother me as much because everything really pops off of it. But the clear acrylic, you will be able to see through it in my final result. So once my project was ready, I went ahead and hit print and sent that file to my device. The eufyMake printer went ahead and printed that color layer, and then it printed the white foiling layer over the top. So you got a color sort of background and then that white on top. And then because this acrylic was so thin, so for something like a thin acrylic piece, you can go ahead and run it through the laminator the same way that I did the paper as well as the patch. So I headed to the laminator and went ahead and applied that gold foil. And then once the foiling was complete, peeled it back and had a gorgeous keychain with a summer design. Now I repeated sort of the same type of thing on a white ceramic magnet. However, the ceramic magnet could not fit to the laminator. So I got out my EasyPress Mini, I set it to the second setting, put some of the foil over the top, and then just pressed for just a few seconds, pressing down with some pressure, then peeled back the foil, and again, I got that gorgeous gold foiling result. So you don't necessarily have to have the laminator to do the projects with the foiling. So here is the project with the clear acrylic. So I did print on that background, and of course the Sweet Summertime really pops off more because it is that white with the gold, and you can see through the rest of those layers because they were just printed with CMYK. So that's because this is a clear acrylic. When I did sort of that same process on white, I got a really gorgeous result. So I printed this blue with just CMYK. Then I added that white foiling raised over the top. And then again, I applied this foil with just an EasyPress Mini, and it just looks gorgeous. I just love this. Is probably my favorite project out of all of them. It is the one I did last, so I feel like I was really getting great with that foiling. All right, these are just a few of the ideas that you can do with the foiling and the eufyMake. So paper, leather, clear acrylic, and white ceramic. Now, I've also seen with the EasyPress Mini, that's why I want to do one project that I just could not run through the laminator, because I've seen people do this onto like tumblers and different things like that. There's a wide variety of surfaces. If you can put that white flexible ink on a surface, you can adhere the foil. You just have to get your settings right with that raised. And like I said, I had more luck with it with something that was a bit higher than the minimum. So I put it up to that 0.5 millimeter with the raised surface. And for me, that gave the really gorgeous foiling results, which is what this is all about, right? So it's about getting a gorgeous foil on here. And I want to say that this foil doesn't come off. So that it was one concern I always have with foil, like, is it going to rub off onto me? And this is not coming off. Like, this is on there, this is permanent, and it is simply gorgeous. No matter which surface I put it on, it turned out great. So now, all that's left for you to do is, if you have the eufyMake UV printer, give foiling a try. I would highly recommend it. If you have been thinking about getting the eufyMake printer and you're like, I need more projects to do with it, more of an excuse to purchase it, this might be your sign. The foiling might put you over the edge. You might be like, okay, I am going to do this. So I must say it was a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning. First tip is going to be, if your printers have like the regular white ink in it, make sure all of that is out before you start printing with the flexible white. I made that mistake in the beginning, so I needed to push even more ink through to get just the flexible white and not like a mix of the two. So it was one mistake I made. Second mistake I made was not doing a thick enough raised effect, and the foil did not look as consistent. So once I made it a little bit thicker, I got a more consistent result. So those are two of the mistakes that I made. So remember, it needs the flexible white and it needs to be that raised effect in order to work. But otherwise, this is so good. So think of a project where you want some foiling, gold, silver, what have you. You want some foiling, you want some foil accents maybe, you want to print in color and then you just want foil accents. You can do both of those with the eufyMake printer, and I'm so excited that I'm able to make magnets like these right now. So if you have any questions about anything I've covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you like this video and it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. I have videos just like this one every single week. And yes, I have other projects that you can make with your eufyMake printer, and you might want to check those videos out as well. And then subscribe for future content as well, because I'm sure I will use this printer more. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week with another creative, crafty video. Until next time, bye-bye.